Welcome back to Double NKH. Got another boat video for you. A little different than anything I've done before because I just picked up a little 10-foot Jon Boat, and I've got this Johnson 8-horse outboard that I'm told has been sitting since the late 90s. I got this over at the DeBall's yard. If you guys remember the DeBall's wrecker up there in North Jersey. So Mike threw me this for free. This is part of going up there, helping him out with a couple things. And yeah, he said it lasts on the water in the late 90s. You know, it has rotates over, has compression. I guess it's in gear right now. And then this boat was a marketplace find. It's looking for a 10-foot Jon Boat, but this is a little guy. The beam at the top of the gunnels is only 40 inches, and down below at the water line, it's 26 inches. It's a really skinny boat. But I got some paddles too. Me and Jen actually took this out a little bit ago and on a lake. Maiden voyage on the new 10-foot minnow. Smoker craft, right, boy? Yeah. Got a couple leaks, but solid rower. Seemed to float and hold. This is a little dicey with two people, so I don't know, we'll see. Now, as you guys know, I do jump around a lot, so in this video there will be timestamps down below because I plan to give a couple updates on the Chevelle, the Jeep, even some NASCAR footage. Was over there at the race with the gunk number 34 car out there. So yeah, a little bit of everything in here like usual. I get off here into the shade. It is about 100 degrees today. This time I did a little bit of planning and pre-ordered an Atwood gas tank with hose. It's a 6-gallon. So I guess first things first, let's see how it fits on here. Looking pretty good. And this transom, fairly sturdy too. Somebody put these 1/4-inch aluminum plates bolted on. Probably should have got a bigger boat, honestly. I mean, it should fly with the 8-horse. This thing is cool because I can pick it up, one person load it. You know, it's a very lightweight boat. All right, that cinches down good. I would say, heck, this is probably deeper than we really need. I'll be smacking some rocks in the river. I've never used a tiller before. So, well, actually on a sailboat a couple times, but not like on a little boat just ripping around. Oh, I'm loving it. Looks like a little pirate skiff. I'd say by the graphics on here, it looks to be probably late 80s. This is the only thing I did to it, is put some silicone over the cover because there was a big hole. But yeah, our shifter operates both ways. It looks like we're missing the pin to adjust the trim, but this goes all the way up. And we can lock it out. Oh, is that a limiter right there? Or maybe that's just for trailer in it. Oh yeah, there we go. That's full trim right there. So that should get her on plane pretty good. Would you look at that? Clean as can be. These are fuel pump. We've got a pack of marbles in here. Oh, actually, something in here. A little part. Yeah, that little guy for something. Fuel primer. Easy to understand action on that pull start. Look at it. If there's an issue, you can easily rewind the spool. Oh, yeah, throttle's free. And see, it advances the timing to it at the same time. Pull these plugs out. Do a compression check. Shoot a little lube in there too. Whoa, these are brand new plugs. I mean, this looks like it has extremely low hours on it. I hit the cylinders with a little light oil. I know that can boost the compression if it was low, but I already felt it's good enough to run. Oh, 150. That is excellent. I'm surprised to see that. I was thinking more around like 100, 110 would have been good with, but 150. Whew. Oh, a little lower. But still 130. The next item is spark. I got these on the leads resting against ground, and we do have a kill switch. I'm gonna pull that out, but I think I have a lanyard up above the Jeep in the carport here. Remember throwing it out not that long ago. Don't know if it's the right one. Yes, there it is. My miscellaneous boat stuff. Wow, look at all the dead bees up here. I guess all the honeybees come in at night, they see the light, and I leave these on, and there's just piles of them. Man, I can't even hold my hands on these steel pipes. It is just insanely hot. It's got to be like 150 degrees. So this is an OMC, Outboard Marine Corporation. Might work. That'd be really cool if it does, because you know I just save things, and you never know. Look at that. It does. It works. You guys all seen the videos of people falling off boats, not having their lanyard on and spinning in circles. Don't want to be that guy today. In moment of truth. Oh yeah, good spark. Now if we didn't have that, that certainly could set us back if a bad stator. Coil, I got something we could use, but a stator, I'm not gonna have one of those in stock. And before we hook up fuel, I'm looking at this carburetor, and first thing I noticed is looks like we're missing maybe some kind of air box on here. No big deal. But then I'm looking around trying to figure out where this little piece came from, and I found it. You see this? It goes on the bottom of there, and that's actually part of the throttle. That little roller goes over, and it looks like there's supposed to be a link or something over to the throttle. So that's an issue. That's gonna have to be fixed. You see what else happens when you roll on? It actually locks out the starter too, so you can't pull it. I wonder if it locks out the shifter. Probably no, you can still shift it. Red line. Looking around here, look at this. I got lucky. Here is the stainless steel link. Boom. So now we just gotta glue that back into place and hope it'll stay. This has got a real high quality stainless collared bolt that it pivots on, and it's almost like it's designed to break, but I guess I'll glue it. I'm going to drill this out too so we can run that screw in there and make it one piece basically. Dab a little of this seal all on each end, and then this is drilled out, tapped, pinch those together, spin it in. My stainless screw, that way this doesn't break again. And there's the final product. Back together, we now have throttle action. So fuel up, we'll go with 3 gallons, 50-to-1 ratio. Now we just need some water, and I guess we should probably check the gear oil. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice fresh gear oil. Of course, it's always a good idea to pull the bottom plug out too to check for water, especially if it's a boat that's been sitting in the at a slip or something. But I don't think that's gonna be an issue on this one. So. Yeah! New smoker. You got water yet? No, not yet. Got some water coming out. Seems the carburetor's a little clogged up, but she's a runner. We got good water flow to the cooling system too. see what this looks like. Should be a little screen in here, I think, right? Yeah, there's the screen. Whew. A little sticky. I gotta get gloves on. This thing stinks. Oh yeah, that jet's completely clogged. Just a little slouged up. A carburetor with hoses in it. Don't think I've ever seen that. I can't believe that's still in good shape. Whoop. Spoke too soon. Just ripped off. But for the tiny hose, I think this vacuum tubing might work. I don't know if it's fuel resistant or not, but I don't think I have anything that small. Otherwise, I think it'll do. Yeah. All right, all cleaned out. I'll say this is kind of a weird design because on the bottom of this bowl it has this rubber membrane or nitrile, whatever it is, Viton, I don't know, and it seals against here, and then your main jet's on the outside. So if that doesn't seal perfectly, you're getting unmetered fuel into your main. But it feels like it pushes up against there pretty good, so I think it'll be fine. Shocked they used a plastic pin on the float tube, but it's holding up, no corrosion, you know, and this, whatever material this is, Viton, I don't know, it's held up really good. I like how on this bowl it has the torque sequence embossed on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, who let you out? Come on. Oh yeah, you come for treats, huh? Come on. All right, all back together. Let's try this again. There it is. Well-built machines these are. No fancy electronics, no fuel injection, just pure reliability. What do you think? 10 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour? Or I'm sorry, knots, right? I always use GPS mile an hour apps on the phone and people are like, it's knots, you can't do mile an hour on the river, on the water. Yeah. That's the beauty of this engine. Because there are severe storms on the way, about a couple hours out, and Jen has decided she's gonna meet me down there. She's not sure if she's gonna come on the boat or not. What's kind of neat is on the way to the ramp, this whole entire area is William Penn's manor. He lived here 1699 to 1701, and what a sweet piece of property, except for the fact that they put some landfills on it now. It's owned by Waste Management. William Penn's country home, built 1683 to 1700. And what's cool is it's a riverfront estate too. Yes, the mighty Delaware River. Ooh, a little slick too. We're about 30 minutes past low tide. Look at the floor on this thing. Somebody put a wooden cross member in, and it doesn't look that sturdy. Thing. Oh. Look at it, you lean on the back, it's going under. In case you're wondering, it does have flotation. It's got foam. Well, okay, not under that one. It's got foam under some of these, but it's been eaten up by the mice. So it'll probably sink if it goes under. got no bilge either. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ah. I'll clip that on. There we are. It was not taking this much water on before. I can see it shooting in there. Now we got a little bit more water pressure. Might have to go a little bit more trimmed down. All right, here we go. See what happens when we come off. Okay, looking good. So it's good for putting around, getting on plane, sitting on the back, trying to steer. It's another story. Bogging out a little bit. Take Jen on it. He would not be happy right now. Ridiculous. Oh no, our beam stringer just cracked. Ah, it's not good. Ah. Man, this tiller is so sensitive. There's full throttle. She's bogging a little bit. Ah, what's going on? As soon as I get up here, look at this. Oop. I don't know. Of course, as soon as I go upriver, that's when it acts up. Tide's rolling quick too. This is gonna be fun to walk home in. There's Jen. She just got to the ramp. Oh, with the little goose man. I broke down.
Yeah?
Yeah. The wind's blowing me downstream too. Might have you come pick me up on the other side of the park over here. That's probably gonna be the easiest way.
Well, Gus and I made our way down to the dock to meet Chris and see his little joyride on his new Jon Boat. But he broke down. I can see him over there in the distance. He's all the way out there. Oh, he's coming back. He must have got her running again. Looks like the wind is pushing him downriver, but he is slowly crawling his way back.
Almost back. Top speed, baby. Hey, Gus.
He's like sinking in the back. How are you not taking on water?
I don't know. All right, made it in. You ready to go for a ride or what?
No, you're on your own here.
What?
You can take Gus. I brought his life back.
I'm lucky I made it back. This thing was turned out on me for a minute there. There's the wiener. Matey buddy. There we go. Yeah, not bad in here, huh? What do you think? Just as long as I'm on. No, I need your weight up front, buddy. I need you up front.
You think I'm only 10 pounds, Daddy? Here.
You like my short shorts?
Yeah. This looks ridiculous, Chris. It looks like you're gonna sink. Yo, I think it's time to go. So no oars and no bail bucket.
Yep, and no ropes. Came very ill prepared. Give her one more run.
Gus, don't worry. I won't subject you to this torture. You're staying here on the dock with me.
Last run here, I got it trimmed down further, as far as it can go. So it should push the nose down more. The bow, I'm sorry. Look at that. Whisper quiet. just like always dipping in the water.
Yeah, I see that. Little wobbly there, buddy. Gus, he's okay.
He says, yeah, get off that aluminum boat, Daddy. There's a storm coming. You dummy.
Oh, lightning.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
You're in a big
All right, well, that was day
metal
one
box.
on the Jon Boat. Day 2 might never come. For sale, everybody. Just have to be 100 pounds or less.
It takes on no water.
Guess I owe you 2 a ride another day.
Yeah, Gus did not like that.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
Got some lightning in the skies.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Didn't you know you're not supposed to go swimming when there's lightning?
That's what they say. Last night did not go too smooth. Obviously, this motor is too big for the boat and the boat's too small for me, but it wasn't running full throttle for some reason when we were out there, so let's try to figure out why that is. You know, I think I'm gonna run and get a set of plugs for it. Actually, maybe I even have a set kicking around. And I got a couple brand new BR8 HS10s. No, definitely hitting both. It seems to be running fine. Just about past sunset. We're down at this quiet little lake. Have a bailing bucket, a flotation strap to the boat in case we take it on and it sinks. And you know, no current here to worry about. Just these friendly people fishing. And let's see what we do. Wow, this water is warm. Of course, I didn't really fix anything since, but I think it might have just been those plugs. I don't know. Let's find out. And if not, we'll tweak the carburetor. This lake is like a bathtub. You see, yesterday I was looking back the whole time checking to see if we were taking on water, but now I kind of trust it. We can just look forward. There it is. There we are. Oh, I gotta set my GPS. So if we let off the throttle completely, here's what it looks like. Yeah, picks us right back up. We don't have to worry about dipping. I can't really work on this out on the water because if you lean to the back it sinks, but let's see if I can do a quick adjustment on this carburetor. Get it around a little bit more tip top. We just tweaked her. Let's see if that did anything. This thing is so tippy when you get a few inches of water in the back. I don't know how it came across on camera, but we took a little dip sideways. I'm soaked. All right, made it back. That was successful. I think it's time to put this boat up for sale. I got another vehicle update. 1986 CJ7. Did 2 videos on this unit. It was originally like a fence post auger driller rig. We took that off and then did some other maintenance on it in other videos. But you guys might remember this engine always had a knocking noise. Wasn't sure if it was a rod bearing or a timing chain, but took it all apart here, and the head gasket was partially blown too. So replacing that, but you can see it was the timing chain. Look how sloppy that is. So we've got a new chain, which is made in USA, along with gears. And this is a Hivo chain, actually. You can see on the inside of the timing chain cover where it was actually rubbing into the case. So that's what that slapping noise. This seal is as hard as can be. I got a new one of those. And also the balancer rubber went bad, and this started chewing in to the aluminum timing cover. That is like, it should probably be replaced because I think it's pretty paper thin now, but it's not all the way through. I got a new one of those, along with some poly motor mounts, water pump, master cylinder, head gasket, valve cover gasket, rod bearings as well. My brother stopped over and replaced those when he dropped the oil pan, put them in. So actually looking closer on this timing cover, no, I definitely want to replace this. Look at, oh my gosh, that was so paper thin. It's thinner than a Coke can. So I just popped on Amazon, and you can get a used like new one for only 35 bucks, which is pretty reasonable. We'll see how that looks, but yeah, that would have been ridiculous to not replace it. Wanted to show you guys too on this cam. At first I grabbed it, I was like, man, there's a lot of play in that, holy smokes. But this actually has this little detent that rides on the timing cover in there, so that's what keeps it preloaded. Unfortunately, I won't have this cover for a few days. I guess I'll at least get the head done tonight though. When you're working in this carport and it rains, you can't really hear much of anything. And I mean, it ain't even raining that hard right now. Wonder if the bees went in. Nah, they're still out. I do have a little awning for them. Yeah, they dispersed a little bit. They're all like, no, we're getting wet. But they have this little overhang so they can kind of hang out there. I got this head all cleaned up, and we got one broken bolt for the exhaust manifold in here, so we'll try to maybe weld a nut on that and get it out. Hopefully it's not cross-threaded. See, this is stamped 86, so it is the original head. And I took this flat edge and going across the whole thing, we see a little bit of light coming through. Measured, it's about 4 thousandths. But that's going across this whole entire cylinder head, so I'm going to say that's fine. I don't even know what the spec is. Going in between, you know, we get zero light at all going across where the head bolts would be. And if I go across any 3, I get no light either, so straight enough. This has 1/2 inch head bolts, but it seems some years came with 7/16 and some with 1/2 inch. And the Haynes manual I was looking at says for all 4.2s, 85 foot-pounds. The 4.0, they take 110, except for the one that goes in the water jacket that's 10 pounds less. But the 4.2 had 7/16 bolts. I don't know. I think I'm going to go higher than 85 because that's how I roll. And I'm going to go with red Loctite on the threads too. For this broken bolt, I was going to weld a nut to it, but now that I'm looking closer, it's pretty deep in there, and there's actually a thread or 2 exposed. So let's try drilling it and see if maybe it'll just walk it out easily. Don't want to break this extractor off in it. Yeah, that's in there pretty good. She's coming. Just a little heat and quench does the trick. There it is. Of course, it wasn't cross-threaded in there. That's when they get ugly. Otherwise, we're ready to go bolt this down. The exhaust manifold, good shape, no cracks. The valve cover did have a piece that was epoxied on, and so that's, you get one of these. I got an aluminum one on the way. Got both the block and the head wiped down with some brake clean. Can drop our head gasket on dry. Surprised there's no dowels on this block to hold the gasket in place, but I can manhandle this into place. Oh yeah. Oh, gosh dang it. Just like that. So again, I'm putting red Loctite on these, but it's important not to slop it up, because otherwise you'll drop these down, start threading them in, and it'll run Loctite out onto the head gasket. Now I'm going to torque these in 3 stages all the way up to 85. I'll see how that feels, and then we'll adjust from there, maybe go a little bit higher. Just make sure you start in the center and work your way out. There it is, 3 rounds, ended on 90 on the last round. I'm going 110 on these and 105 on this one. I like to over torque stuff, so yeah, I'll let you guys know how it works out in the future. If it had the 7/16 bolts, I would do 85, but it just didn't feel like enough. Yeah, that feels better. Got all the push rods back in their appropriate hole. And before I pop this chain off, let's just take one more look at the play, if you can see that. Well, that's how the old one looks. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but the chain really dug into this sprocket. It's where a lot of our play was coming from, and a stretched chain. There we go with the new timing chain installed. Just a little bit of play. No more timing chain noise. And jumping into update and progress time on the 71 Chevelle. Last video, we put the pipes exhaust, a couple other odds and ends. And in that video, Anything Goes Garage, a local YouTuber about 30 minutes away, he commented and he was like, yo, I have a manual transmission for that, Muncie M20, and I would swap you for the Turbo 400 in it. As you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of automatics, especially in a car like this. So I think we're gonna go visit him and see if we can make that happen. But before loading it up, I did decide to get some big fatties for the back. We got two 75/60 15s and new 8-inch rally wheels. The factory are 7-inch, and you can see, I mean, those wheels are really tucked in. These were some cheap tires I got on Marketplace. Two 25/60 15s, and we got what, two 35/60 15s on the front. Let's get those on, get it loaded up, and get some stuff done. I was reading on a few forums and most people recommended 4.5-inch backspaced wheels for these for if you're going 8-inch. But I found these 4 1/4 jobbies off of Jegs for only $60 a piece, and they're double drilled, so you get the 4.75 or 4.5 on 5, and that looks pretty good. Let's grab some valve stems. Go with Shorty's TR 413, right? Oh yeah. I gotta get a balancer still. What's up? Oh yeah. Boy, those wheels are straight. I'm surprised to see that. Usually you get the $60 aftermarket steel wheels and they're crooked, you know? The rings fit perfect, and I will be the first to admit these tires look much better than what was on there. And I have a spare tire now. Oh, yeah. There's the look. Nice wide stance out back too. I think I got the right place. Cummins diesel, dually, and a Chevelle in the driveway. Oh, 4-door, I like that. It's got the old school gas station bell. Yeah, Jack's got a sweet spot here. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. All right, so we just spent about an hour or so BSing, but this is Jack. This is his awesome 4-bay shop. What kind of projects you got going on right now?
Well, I have a 1980 Corvette that the guy bought brand new from a local dealership. He parked it in 1991. You know, he got married, had children, and the car took a back seat, put up on jack stands, and that's where it's at until about a month ago. That is all original interior. The car, the paint's original, but it needs some more loving. He wants to put headers on it, side pipes, doing the brakes, Bilstein shocks, We're doing the motor over, all the steering, all the brakes, you name it, everything under the hood.
Sweet.
All the bushings. It's just, you know, he doesn't want to mess with the older stuff. It has 5,200 original miles on this car. 5,200.
Unreal. Yeah. Original paint on there. It's beautiful,
speed,
man.
350.
So he's also got a 72 Chevelle here, which is basically a race car. You said this thing runs like 10s, right?
It runs 1060s. Yeah, it's got a 427 and it's a street car too. Nice tame street car. I love it.
As we make our way over, this is the M20 that he's got for the Chevelle. So he popped the cover off, sent me some pics and video clips of that. It seems healthy. You never heard this?
No.
Seen it operate, shifted it,
No.
So it'll be kind of a dice roll. We'll just throw it in.
I'm going to put a new tail shaft seal on it because, you know, they'd get dry and stuff.
Okay.
So, put a new tail shaft seal on it if you want to resurface the flywheel. I don't know what clutch you want to get for that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll do some research as far as something middle of the road.
Shifter, short throw.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
Let's take that apart and grease it up, make it nice and pretty, and function nicely. It's been sitting a while.
So I'm excited for all that. I'm going to be helping him with some of it too, but he's doing a full video on the manual transmission conversion on that Chevelle, so it will be down below in the description, a link to his video when it's done.
Yes.
And now, basically, yeah, like if you want to see more of that, click on it, because that's where we're going to start shooting on it right now.
Absolutely.
So, all right, guys, thanks. And the final segment of this video is a few clips from the Great American Getaway 400 at Pocono Raceway. Gunk reached out and offered me an extra VIP ticket they had. So I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. And they also offered Jen and a friend to come too. As with any large rural event, the day started off with a massive traffic jam, but then things got better. Welcome to Pocono Raceway, home of the Tricky Triangle. There it is, got my VIP pass. Skipped all the lines, just able to walk right into the garage area, which you see a lot of race car drivers walking around giving signatures. And I'm looking for the Gunk number 34, but honestly, I'm just walking around, taking in the sights, kind of lost really. Well, now this is working out. I found out where the free food was, and I can walk over to the Gunk trailer. Really taking a lead there so far. Yeah, well,
I'm like, let's see where they have to go.
getting ready for the first pit stop here. That was it. Ow. That was a quick tire change. At this point, I'm going to walk onto the track, go try to find Jen, I think, all the way down there. Final siding. Wet down here. I bet you this floods too. Alright, we're done. Made it into the shady grandstands. We are section 203. So their seats are right up here, but they ended up going for a walk. Of course, they do have a very nice view. There you guys are. How's the baby doing with all the noise?
Did you know? It's a good idea.
Decibels?
Since we found conflicting answers on if all this noise is okay for our soon-to-be come daughter, we decided to stay off the stands. We're gonna walk over to the infield, but
I got my Bud Zero. They somehow let me sneak bottles in, but just to avoid any kind of stares, I took this Steelers koozie. Thanks, Jim. And non-alcoholic, 0.0%, not alcohol. But I'm still gonna get some looks, I know. I don't give
Alright, there it is. Ryan Blaney, the winner. So you think there'll be any traffic leaving? Well, that was a darn blast. Thank you, Gunk, for having us. I was gonna cap this video with the finishing the Jeep, but timing cover still didn't come in. Also, still waiting on parts for the 67 Mustang, but those are finally starting to roll in, so gonna be getting going on that pretty soon. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, jumping around like usual. That's the way I roll most of the time. So, see you in another one soon. Oh, look, you came to visit. What you doing, Bubs? You enjoying this nice weather, yeah. Getting a little cooler out, huh? Where's your brother? Where's that Gus? Let's go get him. Come on. Let's go get him. Gus, who is it? Who is it, boy? Who's out here? Go get that Turbo. Go get him. Gus, look, it's Turbo. Turbo's like, I just want to go get some food. Gus, let Turbo get one.